I'm standing here with head coach Mike Mulqueen of the men's track and field team. Coach, thanks so much for being with us today.
Nice to see you.
So you just competed over the weekend at the IC4A championships in Boston, and you were quoted as saying you had 10 out of your 12 personal best or season best, and 6 All-East players. Can you just talk a little bit what that's like?
It's a nice way to finish. We just traveled back from the Big Ten championships, which is arguably, I think it's the second toughest conference in the country behind the Southeast Conference. We had a lot of personal bests at the Big Ten, and we're first and third in the 400. Those two guys are moving on to the NCAAs. And so to finish at the IC4As is a nice way to end the indoor season for most of the team. We competed 12 athletes, 10 were underclassmen.
Okay.
And all of them, I think everybody except 2 had lifetime bests. We ran the fastest 4x8 that we've run in probably 25 years. We had some good breakthroughs in the 200, some good distance medley legs, a good long jump. So with all the young kids, it was a nice way to expose them to some great competition, and get ready for the outdoor season.
And yeah, you talked about springboarding it into the outdoor season, and then you're also 2 of your athletes, Isaiah Brown and Jermaine Griffith, will be competing in the indoor championships in a few days. With a couple cuts, with 2 athletes competing in the same event, track is thought of as an individual sport. Does that help the 2 of them out, having a teammate there?
It does, and I don't look at track as an individual sport. I think it's a team sport made up of a bunch of individuals. For example, when we won the Big East, we won the IC4A championship, or other championship we won over the years, you can't do it with just 1 or 2 people. So it's individual athletes in their particular events, running or jumping or throwing or relays, whatever, multi-events, all coming together to score enough points to win a team championship. And they do help each other out. Right now they're ranked number 2 and number 10 in the country, and training together every day and pushing each other. Obviously they help each other out a lot. Yes.
And talking now about you as the coach, you've been the head coach here. This is your 34th season. Yes. You've been at Rutgers for 38 seasons.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the longest tenured head coach here at Rutgers.
Right.
So you've seen a lot of change. You've seen athletic direction change. You've seen conference change. Just talk about what it's been like to be in one place for such a long time.
It's been very interesting. I'm very grateful. I've had a job in the same place for so many years, and I've been through. We were talking about it. If you take cross country, indoor and outdoor, in May, if you take my high school coaching years and my college years, I will have completed my 120th consecutive season if you take cross country, indoor and outdoor. So it's a lot of seasons. Pardon me, but every year it changes. You recruit new athletes, guys graduate, guys come in. Cross country goes to indoors goes to outdoors. So there's always a change. So you're not stagnant, not doing the same thing all the time. And it's nice to see the guys go through the program, graduate, come back, and see them very successful. I'm getting invited now to their weddings and christenings and all sorts of stuff. And so it's nice but you're never doing the same thing every day. Every workout is different, every meet is different, every practice is different. I've been through, I think, 5 or 6 conferences. I've gone from the Atlantic 10 to the Big East to the American to now the Big 10. And we were in the Eastern 8, I believe, before that. So I've seen a lot of changes, and it's been fun. It's been very interesting, and like I said, it's never the same, which is good.
Well, congratulations on all your success that you've had as the coach. I believe it's six-time conference coach of the year, 5-time all district.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
120 seasons. So. But thank you so much for your time. I'm Tyler Conroy from Multimedia Sports Reporting.